Okay, I hate to keep ragging on the Republicans because I have lots of friends who are Republicans. I have clients who are Republicans. I have business partners who are Republicans. But they just keep doing stuff, and by Republicans, I'm including Fox News. I watch Fox News, as I've indicated previously, because it's a good way to get me up in the morning. Because I'm a lawyer, so that gets me in the right frame of mind, or the wrong frame of mind from some people's perspective. So this morning I'm watching Fox News, and they have news of the really horrible tragedy. Some upcoming Silicon Valley entrepreneur, young fella, nice looking, and he got stabbed to death in San Francisco. And they've got video of him, I guess from the local business cameras, crawling along, begging people for help. Finally, he was banging on the door of a condominium. No one came to his aid. And then finally he saw a cop car, and he went over and dragged himself over, and the police were taking him to the hospital, and he died. So it's a terrible story. So Fox News is talking about it, and they have this, I think it's Ainsley something, girl that sits there, and she begins to talk about this. Now, she's not talking about this. She doesn't have a brain in her head, but she's got earbuds. And so people back behind the curtain are talking into her ear, and she does a good job of repeating what she hears as though these were her thoughts. Now, they all do this in the news business, but when the thoughts are so pernicious and ridiculous, in fact disgusting, who do you blame? Do you blame her, or do you blame the man behind the mask? I mean, she's just doing her job, but it's just so annoying. So she can't wait. She, i.e. Mr. Earbuds, says, well, that's a terrible thing that's happened there, and maybe this will put a stop to all those people out there, to the Democrats constantly claiming that that they should defund the police. Maybe they'll stop defunding the police now. And of course, that's an absolute lie. San Francisco is not defunding the police. California is not defunding the police. I don't know a single responsible Democrat who favors defunding the police. That was a slogan thought up by some moron. And then the Republicans, because to them everything is about politics. Here is a terrible tragedy. And instead of saying this is a terrible tragedy and letting it go at that, we're talking about why he was killed or by whom, which there was nothing about that in this story, because apparently they have no idea. And instead of doing that, they have to make it political. This is an opportunity for us to bash the Democrats again, say the Republicans. And you wonder why I get mad at Republicans. So there she is. Wow, this is this. Maybe now they'll finally stop saying they should defund the police. Maybe now they'll stop defunding the police. It's as if that's the reason this guy got stabbed, because somebody somewhere said they should defund the police. But she presents it as though that were the official policy of San Francisco, to cut the police to the bone, not pay them anything, fire all the police, and that's why these things happen. And then she goes on to say, this is, they brought it on themselves. Like this guy who got stabbed had anything to do with the government in San Francisco at all. They brought it on themselves with their policies, and that's the problem. It's the policies of the Democrats. So with that, I just said, I had other things I was going to talk about today, particularly what happened in Tennessee, which I said yesterday I thought was a tragedy, and I still think it is. Probably going to end up being a tragedy for the Republicans. What's happened to that party anyway? I mean, I've never cared for them, as you know, but at least they used to have some decent people. They had Howard Baker from Tennessee, for crying out loud. He was one of the people in the Watergate hearings who actually did a pretty good job standing up for law. And now they've got these clowns. Anyway, I was going to talk about that. Obviously, I just did a little bit. But when I saw this thing about, here's a guy gets stabbed horribly. A young fella, so much going for him, dies in the streets of San Francisco, and all Fox News can say is, well, this is a good opportunity for us to bash the Democrats. So it's like, why do I even watch that? I told you why, to help me get up in the morning. Bye.